Hey guys, it's Lars. It's been a while, long time no see. I don't know, it seems like this is the official weekend for comebacks. Joshua David Evans came back with a new music video this weekend. Andrew Lau and my friend Basti Depressiva both came back with videos after some time of absence. And I have also been absent and I'm coming back now. But before I started uploading content again to my channel, I wanted to make this update video, kind of explaining and telling what has happened those past 2 months that I didn't upload and what has kept me from doing that. Most of it is fun and positive, but some of it is also kind of bad, like really bad. If you're only here for content, then just click off this video and come back next week. This video is all gonna be about me, and if you don't care about me, then that's fine. Just give me a heads up. The last video I uploaded was reacting to Mr. Glassman by Scotty Sire, the song and the lyric video. And I uploaded that on January 26th, that's exactly 2 months. And in those 2 months, that video garnered 5,000 views. And at the same time, I cracked the 600 subscriber count, which is weird and crazy considering I didn't do anything. But I mean, I'm grateful. Welcome to any new subscriber. I hope you don't unsubscribe because I suddenly upload again. So the very first thing that kind of delayed an upload was that I was working on a music video, which I didn't finish by now. I didn't even finish recording the song. But because I wanted that video up on a certain date, I decided if I take 1 week off without a video to focus on work on that, that's gonna be fine. Didn't quite work out as planned, but you know. Then I had a week full of theatre. As I've mentioned in another video prior to this one, I joined my university's English department's theatre group, and we were performing Frankenstein for 5 nights in a row, plus dress rehearsal, moving to the theatre, building sets, more rehearsals before that. You're very focused on that, you don't have any headspace left for anything else. You're trying to remember your lines, be at the theatre every day. It was a great experience, it was fabulous. Also made a bunch of friends among the cast, it was a fabulous cast. Everything was great about it. But it's definitely a reason that I didn't work on YouTube. But once that week was over, there were 2 weeks of class left that left me with 2 undone presentations that I still had to do and hold. To put it in a nutshell, those 2 presentations, again, kept my mind off of things and took away time from me, which I figured would be okay, because it's just another week. I didn't consider that there was more stress coming up for me, already scheduled, once classes of the semester had ended. And it started with the last day of class being the first day of the Berlin Film Festival. The Berlin Film Festival ran from February 15th to February 25th. I was accredited this year and I wanted to make the most of it and watch as many movies as possible, and I think I did. I watched 28 movies. I don't know if anyone knows how accreditation works. You already have prepaid that you can watch everything, but you still have to get tickets. And if you don't get a ticket, you might still get in with just your badge, but it's not a guarantee, and that takes a lot of time, waiting in the morning to get tickets for the following day, going to all the screenings, and if you don't have a ticket, being there early to hopefully still get in. I didn't get much sleep during the Berlin Film Festival, and what made it even worse is that I had a take-home exam to write. It's a mix of an exam and a term paper, I guess that's the easiest way to describe it. And that had to be handed in by February 22nd. And I got that done in time, and by the way, I got a 1.3, which is a really good grade. But still, it was super annoying having still to deal with that. The Berlin Film Festival, by the way, was fantastic. Would you be interested in me making another video about the entire Berlin Film Festival? Because I would love to review all the films that I've seen. It would be a long video, but you know, if you're interested, I'd be up for that. All these films were so good, and there was always a Q&A after the movies, in most cases. Like 90% of the cases there was a Q&A after the movies. As soon as the Berlin Film Fest was over, I had another take-home exam to write until March 5th. And because I'm really good at procrastinating, I did that. In the meantime, YouTube changed the qualifications for being a member of the YouTube partnership program. So I got kicked out of that, and that was very demotivating. It's crazy because obviously I didn't make money from YouTube. I, in 2 years, 2.5 years by now, earned about $13, which is nothing. It wasn't a motivator to make money. It's just kind of hit in the face with all the things that already go wrong with YouTube as a platform. To have that happen, but by now I've gotten over it and I kind of understand the process behind it. It's just, as an individual being affected by it, it's a different story. My hair's wild today, sorry for that. As I was procrastinating writing that paper, I watched the tape from one of the performances of Frankenstein. Obviously when people watch it and people that attended the play didn't think that, I know that by now, but me in that situation watching that, I only focused on myself and all I could see was how fat I am. It just all kind of triggered my BDD and I was really not feeling good mentally. BDD is body dysmorphic disorder, I should maybe say that. I was really down. I was really not feeling good. So trying to write that paper, procrastinating, being mentally maybe not in the most stable position, didn't kind of work out. I had until March 5th, which is a Monday, and that Friday I sat down and started writing because, it had to get done eventually. On that Saturday, March 3rd, in the afternoon, evening, my mother was hospitalized. I don't want to go too much into detail about the medical aspects of it and what happened to her, but it's... What word to use? It's critical, still, 3 weeks later, it's still critical. It seems like surgery after surgery. We're still hopeful that everything's gonna turn out fine, but any second it could also just not be fine at all anymore. And this is not the nicest headspace to be in, already not being in the best place mentally. I got even worse. And also, my mother being in hospital, that kind of opened that Pandora's box of all my childhood traumas. Since my siblings are so much older than me, I kind of grew up as an only child in a way, with my mom as a single mom. If you just look at that as facts, it's not that bad. But my mother was an alcoholic and a lot of negligence happened and I don't know, I had a very problematic childhood and all these traumas kind of kept crawling back up. So just kind of try to work through my traumas, at the same time try to be strong spiritually for my mom. It's just complicated. Plus, just physically, I'm very incapable of being in hospitals. And my mother being in intensive care, people in those wards and that unit are very, very sick. I do believe it is empathy, but I also see how some people might think that's BS. I kind of feel, in a way, the pain that other people go through. And just seeing my mom with all the things, it all just kept piling on top of each other, being bad for me. And I know it's super egoistic, I need to be there for my mom, and I'm trying to be that as much as possible spiritually. But at the same time, I can also not just completely overlook my own needs and my own problems. Yeah, it's just very, very complicated. Although, talking about getting creative juices flowing, going back to Berlin Film Festival, there was a film that I watched there called Songwriter. It's an Ed Sheeran songwriting documentary. That kind of triggered me wanting to make music. And I feel like music is a really good medium to get out all your inner feelings and anger and emotions and just deal with things. So I got a bunch of sheet music and started singing and started producing songs, cover versions that might potentially end up on this channel. Who knows? What I'm trying to say is I kind of took refuge in music to just feed my own soul, keep myself up, and that kind of got me out of that funk. Music has always been the thing that got me out of any big psychological issues, or if I ever had any troubles, I would turn to music. After watching the movie, that only slowly kind of crept up as a vague idea. Now with my mom in hospital, I kind of had a very strong urge to do that, so that kind of happened now. And as I was thinking about music and making cover versions and envisioning music videos, I kind of got back into that headspace of wanting to be creative overall and also make YouTube videos again. All in all, here I am. I've done a lot of prepping for videos and one video is almost done, which is why I can certainly say there's gonna be like actual content next week. And I want to try new things and new formats on this channel, but I don't want to kind of announce like I'm gonna do this and this because it might not work out, or it might not work out in the time frame that I wanted to. I kind of want to refrain from that, so I'm just gonna say I've got things planned. Alright, I'm turning into one of those YouTubers that's always like, oh my god, I'm so excited, I'm working on this super cool project, but I can't tell you. I feel like I'm kind of re-energizing right now in any form or way possible. Yeah, the bitch is back. By the way, all these things did not only postpone YouTube, they also postponed me writing my bachelor's thesis, which I originally had planned to start in late February, early March. And, well, it's just a few days until April, so I'm getting in contact with my professor again and trying to build bridges there so I can start doing that. Also, overall, my schedule for the next semester is gonna be comparatively empty, so I'm not gonna be too distraught with uni, I guess. Presumably. Maybe. I don't know. And I'm currently thinking about getting a haircut. I've been rocking this blonde for almost a year now, and I love it, don't get me wrong. But the length of my hair is just... I kind of want to grow it out a little so I can curl it better so it looks more natural. But at the same time, I kind of want a fresh start and just get a buzz cut. And like, I mean, look at that. The top is like super long and the curls are wild. I'm not even sure I like the curls. I mean, I like curls generally, but okay, now I'm rambling on about my hair. You get the point, my hair is problematic. But just to clarify, all in all, I'm in a much better place now. I've got my music. I also picked up writing again, which I also neglected for a while. And my master's thesis, all of these things, I'm kind of reassembling myself right now, and I don't want to say I'm in a good place, but I'm definitely in a better place. So, you know, getting there. And I'm always thinking positively anyways, so, you know, maybe. Gosh, I've had that situation that I saw my hair from, okay. I don't really have anything else left to say. Stay tuned for content, you know, reaction videos and Hollyoaks videos and gay stuff and Disney stuff and hopefully some music videos and things, you know, that I might have up my sleeve for this channel in the foreseeable future. So if you haven't, subscribe below. I don't know if it makes sense to ask for a like on this video, it's kind of weird. Let me know in the comments if you want that Berlin Film Festival video. Should I like review all the films? I feel like that could be cool, but at the same time also boring. I don't know. And if you have any suggestions for videos that you might want to see me do, let me know down there. And well, I still don't have an outro.